They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Duke's offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Fights off the defender. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's King. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Fit it in the window for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the misconnection on third down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Good timing on the quick out. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's King. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They just keep firing. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing down by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Throws to the back. It's complete to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
No, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position.
He's got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles!
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 4 over Northern Illinois. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They'll find a way drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Creates a little space. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finds his man. It's Alchuk. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Fakes to grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Alchuk. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Rifles it down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Right back to the well. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Alchuk. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alchuk. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. And he's knocked down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Anthony. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Finds a tight end down the gut. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils have pushed it inside the 20. The RPO fired complete to the left. Touchdown, Duke! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got it behind the line. It's Ocha. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Knowles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 11 over Northern Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a man. It's Anthony. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big
touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Got his man on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's taking the shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Power football with the run. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team fall.